Lauren, what were your thoughts when you found out that you made the cut to compete in nationals?
I don't know, the whole day, I guess, since I was 23rd going into the declarations, it was really like one person had to drop for me to go, and like usually a couple people drop, but I was like, what if this is a 1 year that everyone wants to run the 400? So I was super, super nervous all day, kind of just waiting for Pete to text me, and he finally did. He was like, you know, you made it, but keep it on the down low till it comes out. And I called my parents right away, of course, we were all freaking out, and then I couldn't tell anybody until like the final prelims list came out, so I was like kind of sitting on that for a few hours alone in my room, just like freaking out. It was crazy.
Clay, this is your second time at nationals. You had the experience this year in indoor. What's it going to be like with having that experience going back there again this year?
A lot less stressful. I remember like getting ready to warm up and I was just running around like a weirdo, just like getting warm, being like, I need to stretch more, I need to do more dynamics. And then like realizing that all of that anxiety was really just part of like my first experience there. And now after being an All-American, after like making finals by the skin of my teeth, like now it's just like it's easy now. Like I already won.
Well, you're putting yourself in the conversation for being national champion after that awesome throw you had at MIT.
Yeah.
Take us through that throw. What how were you able to throw it so far?
So my first throw was a 1386, and while we were at MIT, Jared, Ryan, and Pete were all looking at the TIFR's list, and we all know that I needed to be top 22, and I came into the meet at top 21. So I knew that with the 1386, he would put me at 10th, and that was like, I'm good. I don't need to work any harder. We're just here to have fun. And so I just kept on throwing. I'd thrown 47 feet in practice. I knew like I could do it, and at the end of the day, it just felt like practice. And when it feels that easy, it's really easy to throw real far.
What were you able to do from last year to this year to get below a minute?
Well, I guess it's funny because last year, I didn't run under 61, I don't think, and even this year my goal was like, I found like this paper that I had where we had all our goals listed. Mine was just like 59.999, like I just wanted to break 60. And so, I mean, we have really great coaches this year. You know, like Pete is amazing, Quan is our new coach, and he did a fantastic job for all of us. Really, it was just like, having a coach that's really dedicated to you and like cares a lot about your times. Like he would pull us aside and tell us what specific times he wanted for like this meet, for the end of the season, for the end of indoor, outdoor and stuff. And having someone to like, I guess, give you that confidence like makes you race better. And I think just in general, like we did a lot of lifting, with our new coach Michelle, just taking care of yourself, I think, like sleeping, all those things. But really like having the confidence to perform in a race is what's most important.
What do you have to do to have your best possible throw?
Relax. Yeah. I'll say in practice, like, coach, like, I just need to calm down. Like, I just need to calm down. Like, if you try too hard, you'll end up just thrown right into the dirt, at least for me. For me, it's all about nice and easy out of the back and hitting the middle and trying to work and push over the toe board. But really, honestly, it's like, do I have the right mind space to do it? It has very little to do with the physical in that moment.
Running the 400, you're sprinting all the way around the track. What is it? I'm sure it's exhausting.
Yeah.
Describe running the 400
It's hard, honestly. Every time I do it, I'm like, this is not fun. Like, I don't know why I do this, but I really do like it. I think the thing is I always describe it as being really violent because I don't know if there's any other race where you like experience such like a rush of like lactic acid, like your body like locks up. There's a phenomenon I guess people call the last straightaway the rigor mortis bend because your like joints lock up like a dead body. And I really feel how like that is so accurate to describe how it feels. And really it's like it's not an out of control sprint you have to think. I think that's the hardest part because it is only a minute, but like that feels so long when you're in pain. And so the thing I really think is important is you have to know how to finish because I used to call it my 200 in my victory lap because I would just sprint out 200 then I have to jog because I couldn't finish. And so I think now that I am a lot better in shape and I'm more confident in myself, I'm able to finish a race like that. And so I think, kind of stay controlled in the first half and then the second half I'm like, okay, I guess I just have to do that all over again and then it's over. So it's kind of just like believing in yourself and also just being like, it's a minute, Lauren, like you can finish this. But yeah, it's tough, but I think it's rewarding and it's almost fun in a weird way.
What is the most fun thing about going to nationals from what you've experienced and what you're looking forward to this time?
All the swag, all the stuff that you get is so fun. Like you can leave nationals with like your nationals hat, your nationals water bottle, your national shirt, so everyone knows that you were that good that you could go to nationals. I'm also really just looking forward to just like high-level competition. That's the best part. There's so many officials, there's so many people who are just proud of you for being there and also proud of you for being at such a high-level meet.
I'm really excited for all this stuff. Like Clay has really hyped me up about all the stuff that I'm gonna get, so I'm excited to come home with all my jackets and bags and things, and just to have the experience. Like, it's gonna be crazy. So,
What's going to be like for the two of you to represent Swarthmore on the national stage again?
Well, I was alone in indoors, so I was really lonely. When I knew that Lauren and I were gonna make it, I texted her and I was like, roomies! Like, I'm really excited that I finally will have a roommate.
I really think Swarthmore track team as a whole is very underestimated, especially even in our conference. I mean, we've been doing really amazingly these last few seasons. Like, we've had our field athletes of the year, coaches of the year and things, so I think we're starting to get recognized like the way we deserve to. So I think it'll be a good thing for kind of like the national level to be like, oh, like Swarthmore's track team is something to be considered and to be feared even, so I'm excited about that.
What piece of advice would you give to teammates of yours or just other student athletes that are trying to get over the top and get to that next level?
Well, for my teammates, I would say trust my coach, Lauren Lucci. Trust her, trust her, trust her. She knows exactly what she's talking about. And for other kids, it's like, you're gonna have bad meets, and that's important to understand that if you're gonna PR every meet, you're doing something wrong. And you've gotta work hard. You've gotta hit the gym. You've gotta do your plyos. You've gotta do your agility work. It's important that even if it feels like in the circle in that moment, you're not trying very hard, it's all about that year-long training.